What's up, guys? I needed to talk about this. So basically, this channel, Roomie Clips, was about to get demonetized, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't really have a lot of other content to upload here right now. I'm working on a really big video on my main channel. It's taken over a month to make. It's up on Patreon right now, but you'll see it later on the main as well. However, this channel was about to get demonetized because I haven't been uploading. It's not like getting views because I'm not uploading and all that stuff. So basically, I want to remake this channel and make it more of a community-centric channel where I talk to you guys more casually like this, because it's something that I've really missed from doing daily videos. Just the connection with the audience and kind of like having it back and forth and hearing what you guys think. Because I'm not uploading often enough to really see what's going on day to day with you guys. So therefore, I wanted to use this channel for that. This is not going to be like a big thing where I try to make the most clickable videos. It's really more about community, and something that really bothers me a lot of the time is the loneliness that I see out in the world and that I can feel myself. And I'm not really in the kind of usual YouTuber sphere that like I necessarily want you to watch a buttload of my videos all the time. What I'm more interested in is connecting you guys and trying to, you know, make everyone have meaningful connections with each other, and ideally in real life. Like if we can find people who live in the same places and, you know, connect and meet up with each other and have real friendships and meaningful, you know, have real meaningful connections with each other. That's something I'm really passionate about. I don't know if you guys have heard about the loneliness epidemic at all, but it's something that the Surgeon General of the US talked about at one point. It's a little bit disputed on like whether loneliness is on the way up, but I think the perceived loneliness among like younger people that aren't like pensioners or whatever, like retired, those people feel way more lonely than they used to. And that's something that if I can even do a little fraction about helping with that, if I can, you know, make a certain type of thing on a Discord server or something with a bunch of different rooms for different parts of the world or just different interests where you guys can connect, that would be really interesting to me, because I do feel like, you know, social medias used to be a little bit better than they are right now at connecting people with each other. And I think everything's gone towards just everything's becoming TikTok basically, or like passive viewing. And it's been shown in studies that if you watch a lot of passive stuff only online, that is really bad for your mental health. So what I would love to see is more of you guys connecting with each other. And, you know, if you want to watch my videos, I would love that, of course. but really, I would love to see you guys' ideas on how can just we, with our little community, with our little corner of the internet, really go towards helping this loneliness problem. I feel lonely freaking a lot. Like this year, 2023, I worked alone like pretty much every day or most days. I would see friends at night and stuff, but it was definitely like just sitting in the room. And I know a lot of people, you know, don't even really have friends. And it's really a core part of being human. And I've watched a bunch of really good videos about it. I've done a lot of reading about it. It's just something I'm really passionate about that I would love to help with in some capacity. So if you guys have ideas on how would it, I know it's awkward, right? Like I felt shame for a really long time talking about feeling lonely and or, you know, spending a lot of time alone when I didn't in periods of my life. I've moved places a lot. I lived in Sweden, in 3 different places in Sweden. Then I lived in the UK, in a few different places there. Now I live in America. And every time you move, you leave all your friends behind. So I've definitely had my fair share of, you know, feeling really alone in the world and lonely. And lonely isn't the same thing as being alone. Like you can, you know, be alone in a room because you don't feel like you're getting the type of connection you want or whatever. You can feel lonely. Anyway. That was just a little bit about what I want to do on here. Most of the videos are going to be very casual. Maybe they'll be vloggy sometimes. Right now, of course, I'm just sitting in the office. This is my office in Sweden. Oh, I forgot to turn on the backlight. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. Way better. Actually, it's not because my hair's terrible. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I would love to hear you guys' ideas on how can we build this community. It's not super important to me that it's as big as possible. I just really care about how do we make a little space that's really nice, that has, good values, and that doesn't become toxic. Because I also feel like the moment a community gets big, it's very easy to get toxic as well, right? So that's something I really want to avoid. And yeah, anyway, just a few things. I know I started this whole video. It feels insincere now because it sounds like I'm just doing it for like views or whatever. But in reality, this is like just of course the channel was getting demonetized. There's no getting around that. But this was something I've been thinking about a really long time, just how to do it. And I think I was a little bit of a chicken about it because I don't know, it's scary. It's scary to take a channel or whatever and make it like this, and it's scary to talk about these topics. I think just the fact, for example, again, that I have felt lonely a lot in my life, like a lot, is something I'm not super, super comfortable talking about, but that's why I want to do it. Anyway, I would love to hear about how have you guys found good friendship circles and stuff online. I know some of you have found it through me, which has been amazing. Is there other ways? Like, I'm thinking Discord might be the best way to build a community and like kind of, connect everyone. But it could also just be, I guess, on here in the comments and all that kind of thing. So please let me know your thoughts on what we can do, and especially you guys' oh my god, this I'm cringing yet that I'm going to put this up, but I am going to put it up. But how did you guys find great communities online? How did you find your best friends that you ever found online? How have you found friends in the past? I think most people find them either through work or through school, or maybe like some courses or shared interests. But there's something called like third spaces, if you've ever heard that term, which is basically you have your home, you have your work, and then there used to be a lot more third spaces, which is where you would have most of your friends. It would be like church. It could maybe be like sports when you were younger. It's not as common with like amateur sports for adults or whatever. You might be young. Many of you guys are, but I'm just talking about like third spaces are super important. So something outside of school, outside of home, so it's not just your family and whoever, is forced to be there. Like just having a space where you go, where people are there because they want to socialize and not for any other reason, I think is super important. And I think that capitalism and just what's called workism, which is basically that, your whole identity and everything comes from work, that has really had a weird impact on just humans as social beings. And there's so much research that shows that like feeling lonely is about the same as smoking half a pack of cigarettes a day, and it's more dangerous than being obese. All these things, I just think it's kind of dreadful because I think there's so many people out there who are looking for connection, and all these social platforms are not designed to connect people. They're designed to keep us actually on our screens, on our computers, and just keep just feeding them and getting things that are super, made just for us as individuals instead of consuming things together. So let me know just you guys' thoughts on that. So just a little bit of an update on the direction of this channel. I don't know if I'll be posting more clips and stuff, but yeah, this is what it is now. I don't think there will be more clips on here. This will be a way to chat to you guys. And yeah, not looking for it to be big, just a channel. I'll see you later. Bye. And I had to figure out how to stop this.